Hello everyone. It's been a while since my last video, but I figured to make a quick update video on this car. I've been meaning to for a while, but I just kind of been put it off because there's things I've been wanting to do to the car. And I woke up this morning, I was like, you know what? I'll make a quick update on the car, and make another one later on once I do more stuff to it. It's kind of in the middle of a stereo install at the moment, but so that's why the interior is kind of taken apart a little bit. But I just wanted to make a quick update video because I know a couple people in the comments have been asking for one, so I figured I'd make one. As for any modifications I've done to the car since last time I made a video, I haven't really done much other than the stereo. It's been a really reliable car, actually. The only thing I've had to do big mechanically was my turbo needed to get rebuilt. I had it done by a place that a lot of people in the 3S GTE and MR2 community should be very familiar with, PT Turbo. Great company. They had it. They're in California, and I shipped it out to them. They had it back to me within a week, and they did a fantastic job, and it actually improved my miles per gallon. The turbo was the only part of the engine that I didn't replace or repair before doing the swap, so it definitely needed it. My guess is this engine has somewhere around 150,000 miles on it, because when I got the engine, it had a timing belt replaced. It had non-OEM spark plugs, but the spark plugs were totally worn out. So my guess is this engine somewhere started out with 150,000 miles on it when I got it. But yeah, so interior is kind of a mess right now, but that's because it's in the middle of stereo install, whatever. The stereo works right now. It's just I'm got to button it up and get my Bluetooth module in from a new stereo, but you'll see that in a second. I've got some SE stuff, SE upholstery on the doors, SE seats. I need to do the upholstery on those doors, and SE back seats are done. But again, the car's kind of a mess right now, but I just wanted to make a quick update video. That's the current mileage on the car. I've probably I think the last one I did the swap was at 187, so I've done about 14,000 miles on the swap. And about a year and a month. Yeah, about a year and a month. So 13 months, I've done about 14,000 miles. So I do a lot of driving, but it's been reliable to me, so can't really complain. Center console and everything's taken out right now because I'm putting in, again, this stereo. So you see all these wires here, but I'm also waiting. I finally got in stock, and I'm waiting, should be here in about 10 days, a Bluetooth module for this stereo. This is an old Alpine unit from the 90s. You can look up videos on it. I forget what the model number is. It's like, shoot, I don't remember what it is. But that's the, oh, there's one. Yeah, I forget what the model is on this, but I'll put it in the description. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oop. Come on. Anyways, so yeah, that's why this is all taken apart. And I actually got a 4th gen center console here. This is a 4th gen Gallery series leather wrapped perforated leather parking brake, so it fits with the 4th gen. So I actually have fucking cup holders here instead of the trash ones that are up there. But yeah, other than the turbo, car's been reliable, and not really much to do with it. I've got a bunch of stuff. I've been collecting a bunch of things to put on this, like the front lip, and I got the Euro mirrors, and E46 side skirts, and a lip spoiler for the back. That's OEM. So yeah, you can see the new turbo, really shiny, really pretty. I also learned that this is a thing, these like engine damper things on V6s. So this is actually from a 2003 Avalon, I believe, and it bolts right up to the E153 and my subframe. No modifications, literally just bolted on. But I'm still having issues with engine like movement on and off when I'm like in 3rd gear or whatever, and like lower gears especially. It does it in 5th gear too, but also ignore this. I may or may not have lost the cover when I was doing the stereo install like a week ago, so I need to get a new one of these. But yeah, on and off throttle, it like I can feel the engine like jolting around. I do have a polyurethane top torque mount. It kind of helped a little bit, but not too much. So I'm thinking once I have one of these that isn't just a damper, it's actually like a solid rod with little rubber bushings, that'll make it a lot better. They do exist. I'm just waiting for one to come in. I know where to get one, but they're not in stock at the moment. So I should have one in the next couple weeks or so. But other than that, I haven't really done much with the car. Although I did realize my fans, I think, so when I got this radiator, I put in a new thermostat, whatever, not thermostat like that one, but like a temperature sensor. And I think it works backwards than an OEM one, because when this is plugged in, my fans are always on. And then I've had it happen twice now where they kick off and then the car starts getting hot. And I realize once I unplug this, they come on, and plug it back in, they turn off until the car cools down, then they start being on all the time. So I think that's wired backwards. So I've just had it unplugged so they run all the time like they were before anyways. So I gotta fix that, but it's not really that big of an issue right now. So yeah, I haven't really done much to it. Just been driving it, changing the oil. It doesn't drip anything or leak anything anywhere. It's basically a new car. The only thing that's left really is to replace the rear suspension links and the struts. I'm trying to get some possibly Tokiko Blues for struts, and I do have some lowering springs. Oh, one other thing is I also want to get a quieter exhaust for this. It's fun to listen to. It really is. It sounds great. I'll put a little quick clip in here or something. But yeah, on the highway, I drove this thing down to North Carolina, about 6.5 hours or 7-hour drive, and it gets kind of old after a while, but it does sound nice. I'll probably try and keep this exhaust around to then put on when I feel like it, but I'll put a quiet exhaust on it for when it's just going to be a normal car. I talked a little bit earlier about my miles per gallon improving when I replaced the turbo, or rebuilt the turbo. And when I went to North Carolina recently, I averaged about 27 miles per gallon. So it's not too bad. It's really not, but it could be a little better. I really want to get to the like 29, maybe 30. If I could get 30 miles per gallon with this thing, I'd be absolutely ecstatic. That'd be awesome. But yeah, driving 27 miles per gallon with premium really sucked. And before I did the turbo, I was getting like 22, 25 if I really drove like a grandma. So just rebuilding the turbo gave me like 2 or 3 more miles per gallon alone. So I'm really happy with that. But yeah, I've just been driving the car. If you're in the Maryland area, you probably maybe seen it sometimes. I don't really go out to many meets or anything like that. They're usually kind of trash, and I work weekends, so I can't really go out to morning cars and coffee. But yeah, I'll make another update with video once there's some more substantial things done to it, like finishing the stereo and whatever, and getting the interior better together. As for plans with the car, I really just want it to be a really nice daily and a very fun highway bomber car. So yeah, I got the Tokiko. I'll try and get some Tokiko Blues and put my lowering springs on. They're only like an inch drop or something. They're not crazy. And just basically still run OEM type suspension. I do have a TRD reverse sway bar that I plan to put on, which I think it's a 17 millimeter. I believe it's a 17 millimeter, or maybe it's, yeah, I think it's 17 millimeters, I think. And then I have a strut bar to put on that I gotta actually cut and weld to fit the 3S. And yeah, so really not much more. I just want it to be comfortable. And one main thing, one of my main complaints with this car, it's always done it even before the swap. It's always done it. And one of the reasons why I got new wheels, new suspension for the front and everything, was that it vibrates between 70 and 80 miles an hour. It shakes pretty bad. Like, it's not like, you know, undrivable, but it's just kind of annoying. But as soon as you get to like 90 or whatever, it drives like glass. But 70 to 80, It vibrates really bad. Again, it's always done this, even when I had my old Steelies on there. Like, here's the things I've replaced trying to catch this vibration. Wheels, had that balance twice. Front control arms, ball joints. I've got all new wheel bearings on all 4 corners. Completely rebuilt the brakes. The brake system is literally entirely new. Every tube, literally everything. I replumbed the whole car. You can kind of see it here, actually. Yeah, there you go. I replumbed the whole car, and literally every single fuel line, brake plumb line, whatever you want to call them, brake line, everything. And yeah, front suspension is entirely new. Aside, yeah, sway bar end links on the front. The only thing I didn't really replace on the front was the inner tie rods, the steering rack, and the sway bar bushings, but I think they're okay. So yeah, all that's left really is the rear suspension links. You can kind of see they are very original. They're not really the best shape, but this car's surprisingly good shape for, you know, the age, and it being a Pennsylvania car for 90% of its life. So yeah, not really much to go on with the car. I just wanted to make a quick update video on it, and because I know some people were asking, and it's been a really long time since I've posted anything. So I guess I'll start it up here and kind of show off my stereo a little bit. Although, I guess I can't really because of copyright, but I can show you what it can do. Let me pause that. So it's got these cool modes, like ergo angle. Like pops it out. It's pretty cool. I still can't figure out what this game thing does. I have no idea. I've gotten it to do stuff once. It's really weird, but anyways. It's got tape deck down here, CD up here. Here's some music I've been listening to. Really love Blind Melon. Really do love Blind Melon. They're really good. But yeah, not really much else to say. Guess I'll leave it off there. And it's been good to me. It's been reliable. But I do want to get a quieter exhaust on it and get rid of that vibration. If I can get rid of that vibration, let me get out of the exhaust. If I can get rid of the vibration at 70 to 80, make a quieter inside so it doesn't drone like it drones like crazy, and fix the throttle on off issue I've been having, I will be much more happy with this car. Like, I do find the car cool and I do enjoy it, but I don't know, I've been like wanting a comfortable, nice, quiet car. So having this as my daily, it's been kind of frustrating, I guess. But I do love the car. I do. I don't think I could ever get rid of it, but the thought of like having a 2003 Avalon or something would be really nice in my opinion, like with the bench seat and the column shift. I'd love that. But yeah, I don't ever intend to get rid of this car. I don't think I could mentally bring myself to do that. But I guess I should stop rambling here and post this video. But the car's been good to me. I drive it to school, to college every day, and to work. So yeah, again, almost 15,000 miles in a little over a year, 13 months. So I'll leave that here, and I'll post something else once there's more substantial news about the car. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.